broken out pitting David Letterman against Governor Sarah Palin. As you may know, Mr. Letterman has been mocking the governor's family.
One awkward moment, though, during the game. Maybe you heard about it. Maybe you saw it on one of the highlight reels. One awkward moment for Sarah Palin at the Yankee game. During the 7th inning, her daughter was knocked up by Alex Rodriguez. The category tonight, top 10 highlights of Sarah Palin's trip to New York City. I didn't even know she was coming. We should have tried to have her on the show.
I know.
Number 2, bought makeup at Bloomingdale's to update her slutty flight attendant look. Had a wonderful time. The toughest part of her visit was keeping Elliot Spitzer away from her daughter. That was the hard part.
Now, in reply, Governor Palin issued this statement, quote, "Concerning Letterman's comments about my young daughter, I doubt he'd ever dare make such comments about anyone else's daughter. Laughter incited by sexually perverted comments made by a 62-year-old male celebrity aimed at a 14-year-old girl is not only disgusting, it contributes to the atrociously high rate of sexual exploitation by minors by older men who use and abuse others," unquote. Governor's 14-year-old daughter, Willow, attended the baseball game with her. Here now, Fox News analyst Monica Crowley and Alan Combs. So, Combs, you told us before the program that you would not have said that.
I would not have said that. But
any of it?
No, I wouldn't have done it. I don't think it helps Letterman. But look, let's put it in context. He is a comedian. And I think, you know what I think happened? I think the writers got the daughters confused. I think it was not the older daughter, Bristol, who was with her on the New York trip. It was the younger daughter. And they probably maybe got the daughters mixed up and thought it was the of-age older daughter.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, but still it was, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it.
But why wouldn't you do it? You used to be a comedian, and some think you still are.
Some people might still, when I get my political views.
It's a cheap shot, but you know.
Is there a reason
why wouldn't you do it?
Because I don't think you should go after the daughters of public officials.
Of anybody.
Yeah, I didn't like when they did it against Chelsea Clinton. I didn't think they went, you know, and John McCain made that silly comment for which he apologized. They went after Amy Carter. But look, Letterman is a comedian doing a late-night comedy show.
We all know what he is. Go ahead, Monica.
Where is the new era of civility that President Obama's election?
You're going to blame this on Obama? You're going to blame this on Obama?
I'm not blaming it on Obama. I am saying that his election was touted as ushering in a new era of civility. Right. David Letterman voted for the guy who supported him. Where is that era of civility? Also, people like David Letterman and Katie Couric that you covered with Miller, they continue taking these gratuitous hits at Sarah Palin for one reason, Bill. And that is because she is a woman, and she's an attractive woman at that. She is also pro-life and pro-gun. And she lives her life according to those values with that child, with her guns and hunting. She represents an existential threat to liberalism. Therefore, she must be destroyed. This woman was in New York City doing a charity walk for autistic children. David Letterman took that event and turned it into this gratuitous slam against Sarah Palin. There's only one reason for that, Alan.
He wasn't talking about the event. Nothing to do with the event.
Okay, let's advance the story. Let's advance the story. Does this hurt Letterman?
Not in the long term.
No, you don't think so?
Over. It's a comedy show. No, as I keep saying.
The perception of Letterman, because the perception of Letterman has changed, you know, in the last few years. I think one of the turning points is when I went on his program at that shootout. He's really now not just a comedian, but he is a liberal activist. And I don't know if that's going to help.
How is he an activist? I mean, he may do a joke.
Here's how he's an activist. If you're conservative, like Rush Limbaugh, Sarah Palin, or me, whatever, he's going to mock you in a kind of a mean-spirited way.
So Dennis Miller comes on, he mocks liberals. I mean, he's a comedian on the other side.
I don't know, Miller
he's occasionally, he went after Pelosi, called her some names, made jokes about her appearance. Again, I wouldn't go after the children of politicians.
Right. So you say in the long run it does not hurt Miller?
No, Letterman, no.
I disagree. I think it does. Remember the case of Rosie O'Donnell. She had a great, successful daytime talk show going. The second she started getting political, out there talking about gay marriage, gay rights, her liberal point of view, her ratings started to crash, and that was the end of her program. If you're out there as an entertainer, and Alan, I agree, he is a comedian, and the first thing of a comedian is to tell unfunny jokes like this.
But you know what?
All right? He is supposed to be out there entertaining.
Well, here's what I got to run.
I
think that there's a danger for all comedians if they are perceived as being mean.
Correct.
Women particularly don't want to watch that.
You go after whoever's in power, you go after whoever the power structure is, whoever's in
not their families,
whoever's in the news, but I agree not the families, but it's not partisan.
All right. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Opinions and Patriots next tonight starring